Let's see what happens if we force this 3-year-old seed to wake up instantly. A tiny dry seed looks completely lifeless, doesn't it? But it is actually waiting patiently. Inside this tough little shell is a complex, calculating machine, just waiting for perfect conditions. I noticed that some seeds in my shed sat completely unchanged for over 3 years. To understand this mystery, I brought a giant bean seed into the farm greenhouse today. First, let's look at dormancy. The seed drastically drops its internal moisture to survive extremes. If I squeeze this dry sponge, nothing happens. The seed works exactly the same way. Cellular respiration almost completely stops. It is essentially sleeping, locked in a protective, dehydrated vault. But what wakes it up? The sheer physical force of water, a process called imbibition. Watch what happens when I add just a few drops of water to this surface. The water breaches the tough outer coat, swelling the internal tissues with incredible mechanical pressure. This swelling physically cracks the outer shell open, like a bursting dam releasing stored energy. Now the seed faces a chemical battle. 2 hormones fight for control of the awakening. Abscisic acid wants the seed to stay asleep, acting as a powerful biological emergency brake. Meanwhile, gibberellin pushes for growth. I extracted both to test their balance in the soil. When winter washes away the sleep hormone, the growth hormone finally takes total control here. But wait, how does it avoid sprouting during a tricky fall spring or deep underground? I buried these seeds at different depths to test their microscopic light and temperature sensors. These phytochrome proteins act as tiny thermometers, measuring the exact temperature of the surrounding earth. If the soil is too cold, the seed refuses to sprout, avoiding a deadly frost. Once the conditions are perfect, the seed activates specific enzymes to unlock its food payload. It converts packed starches into soluble sugars, feeding the fragile embryo before it can photosynthesize. I tested this starchy endosperm. It is basically a packed lunch for the baby plant. But here is the most fascinating part. How does the root know where down is? I built this rotating wheel to test gravitropism, the plant's built-in compass for finding gravity. Inside the root tip are specialized cells containing incredibly dense, heavy, microscopic starch grains here. These grains act as internal weights, physically falling to the bottom of the cell walls. They tell the root exactly which direction to grow, pulling it safely toward the moisture. With the root anchored, the plant must now push its delicate leaves up through dirt. I compacted this soil tightly to see how the fragile shoot survives the mechanical breakout. The plant forms a structural engineering marvel called a hypocotyl hook to protect its leaves. This bent shape acts like a battering ram, generating enough upward force to pierce soil. Once it breaks the surface and senses sunlight, the hook straightens out beautifully and opens. The leaves finally unfold, ready to catch the sun and begin the process of photosynthesis. It is amazing that such complex biological machinery is hidden inside every single tiny seed. From moisture sensors to gravity weights, the seed calculates everything perfectly before making its move. I will never look at my garden the same way after uncovering these microscopic secrets. Next time you plant a seed, remember the incredible journey it takes just to sprout. Nature has engineered the perfect survival capsule, capable of waiting years for the right moment. What other everyday systems or natural wonders should we explore together next on the farm? Leave a comment below and let us keep discovering the hidden mechanics of our world.